Who would have thought coming into this game that might be the game of the season? Bruh, this game was crazy. Let's get right into it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Vaughn. Welcome to Vaughn Talks if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Now, last night's game was probably one of the craziest Sixers games I've watched in a while, like by far. I can't even remember right now. Of course, obviously, playoff games and the Raptors series and stuff, but I'm talking about regular season game. This was crazy. Like towards the end of that game, going into overtime, even the end of that fourth quarter, and yeah, throughout that whole overtime, I literally started sweating. That's how serious it was. I was sweating. I was throwing stuff around my room. I was hitting things because I was just so emotionally invested in the outcome of this game because it was that crazy. Now, before we go on and talk about obviously our beloved Sixers, let me just talk to some Miami Heat fans real quick because they were really butthurt for some reason after this game. They went on Twitter and started going crazy last night. They were so mad. And I just, like, it was funny to me. I was really just looking at all their tweets. And I was honestly laughing. Oh, this game shouldn't even been this close. We only play with 8 players, blah, 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 and this and that, and all this and that. And shut up. First of all, I don't know why you're that serious. Second of all, this is a back to back for the Sixers after a really bad like three game stretch with no players playing 1,000 minutes a night, a back to back. The league is screwing us over, and we also only played 8 people last night. Now, okay, we had both our stars, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, playing tonight. One didn't look like a star and got fouled out, and two of our starters going into this game with only 8 players that we had on the roster were fouled out. So 2 players got fouled out. I think one of y'all players got fouled out. I can't remember who it was. Probably somebody guarding Joel. But Miami Heat fans, calm down, bro. Like, calm down. The Sixers have been doing this for the past 3 games, and y'all want to cry now. Oh, we only had 8 players, and look how many people we had out. Go look at our past 3 games and what the league has done to us. Meanwhile, they're postponing everybody else's games, and none of y'all notice. Guess who's first place in the Eastern Conference now? The Boston Celtics. I'm be honest, Adam Silver, you can. We ain't gonna go there. But yeah, Miami Heat fans, chill out, bro. Just take the L. We'll see y'all later in the season. Hopefully, both teams will be fully matched up, and we'll see what happens. Just calm down, bro. It's a regular season game. There's no reason to cry and start going for people's heads on Twitter. All right. So now that we got that out the way, I got that off my chest. We could talk about the Sixers, and the first person I want to talk about is Ben Simmons. This was really hard to watch. It was brutal to watch. I I don't know what Ben is doing. He looks very lost. And I've seen the reports about the knee thing, and it has nothing to do with the knee. I don't know. Ben just looks very lost out here this season. Like 5.6 rebounds, 12 assists. Like he played 32 minutes and ended with 5 points. He took 2 shots in those 32 minutes. He doesn't. He's not aggressive. When he is aggressive, he stops midway to just pick up the ball and look around, or he goes full speed to the basket, jumps in the air, and does 3,000, does a 720 in the air to try to make a pass to someone. Ben is look like it's not looking good. He's not progressing. He's the same exact offensive player. Trust me, I love Ben Simmons so much. Like I've argued people down about Ben Simmons and all that about his skill and just him as a player, but he's progressed on the defensive end, obviously. But when it comes to offense, he's the exact same player, if not worse, simply because everyone knows how to guard him now. No one is like maybe when he first came to the league, people guarded him a little tighter. Everybody knew he wasn't going to shoot. They still let him off, but now it's at the point where it's like, bro, he can't get past no one. When he gets like to the basket, he's getting blocked now. He's missing layups. I don't even know the last time I seen Ben Simmons go strong to the basket and try to dunk. Like he's too big to just be going to the basket every time trying to lay up the ball. Like I needed to see him try to dunk on somebody. Ben is looking like he's in a box right now. Like he has no offensive game besides laying up the ball. Literally, it was a play where he caught the ball at the top of the key, ran down into the free throw area mid range section, and I don't know who was in front of him, but he stopped and picked up the dribble. But he's so close to the basket at this point, and the person was sagging off him still. They were in the mid range area at the free throw line, and the person, I forgot who was guarding him out. It could have been Tyler Hero, I don't know. Whoever it was never even came up to press him in that area. And what did Ben Simmons do that close to the basket? He never looked at it. He never looked at it. Anybody else in the league that is a mid range free throw shot that they're taking, he had like Tyler Hero, whoever was guarding him, didn't press up on him one bit. They just sat there and looked at him, and Ben never looked towards the basket. His head was down, looking around at the perimeter to try to pass the ball, waiting for somebody to come get the ball. Like, I've defended Ben Simmons so much, but I was tweeting all last night during this game. I'm like, we lose this game, this is 100% on Ben Simmons. I made a little meme where it's like, you know that meme where it's the dude with the stick and it's like, come on, do something. Like he's poking something on the ground. I had put Ben Simmons' face right there. Like it was really bad watching it. And I was angry. I was really angry. And I was just like, if we lose this game, this is on Ben. Ben is really like honestly, it's getting to the point now where it looked like he is holding his team back. I don't know. It was games, previously where I seen when he came off the floor, the team did look worse. Like it's just weird. Like it's so weird. Ben Simmons has a great impact on teams. Like you can't deny the fact he had 12 assists. Obviously, we got buckets off of that. That's his impact. But when it comes to like, dude, we need to score the ball. Like not in a fast break, or we don't like we just need to score in a half court. He's really limiting his team. And then it's just a bunch of times now where now I'm seeing him going back into like I don't like into the post, and I don't have a problem with him being in the post. The problem is that when he's in the post, he doesn't know what to do. Like I need Sam, Doc Rivers, all them to help him with this post game, because Joel Embiid, I need you to help him, because Ben gets into the post with Duncan Robinson on him, Tyler Hero on him, and he takes two dribbles, picks up the ball, and throws it to somebody else on the three and try to shoot. Like he's not aggressive, and even if he was, I don't think he has the moves to score in the post. I don't even think he knows how to maneuver and work his way in the post. So it's like, why are we even putting him down there? Obviously, because you're trying to get him close to the basket as possible and trying to get him mismatches, but he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do, and it's really hard. It was really hard to watch last night. He was just fouling. He just looked out of it, and I was just like, bruh, if we lose this, like this is on Ben Simmons, because honestly, if Ben Simmons had a regular game, which is still like I'm not satisfied with him giving us 15 points. Like that's really has been his normal recently, like the season. But I think even if he had one of those games, we'd have probably won at least by 5. We'd at least won by -5, like if that was like a spread. But he gave us 5 points in 34 minutes, 32, whatever, and only took 2 shots. Ben Simmons, man, just I we need something out of him. Somebody needs to light a fire in his what, because if not, yeah, I was the one person all season like, no, I'm not trading Ben. I'm not trading him, and I'm not at that point yet. But the more people that get available, the Bradley Bills and stuff, Zach Levine's, like, I don't know, Ben. I need you to lock in, bro. Bro, give us 19 points a game. I want 20. I want 20 out of Ben, but just give us 19. It's just I'm not gonna waste too much time on Ben. Um, Danny Green, after deciding after going 0 for 9 in the previous game, decided tonight he was gonna make 9 3-pointers and put up 29 points and 10 rebounds and 6 assists in 50 minutes. He played 50 minutes. I don't know. I expected this when we signed Danny Green. I was like, there's going to be lows, obviously, and I did expect there were going to be highs. Now he made 9 3-pointers on 21 attempts. Percentage-wise, in the NBA, as far as 3-point percentage, that's not bad. That's like 40-some%. But that's still a lot of shots. That's a lot of threes. 21 threes. That's a lot. and he had the opportunity to make 10, which would have broke like the record of Sixers, like the most 3 pointers made in Sixers history. He would broke it with 10, but to be honest, those 21 attempts came in that like 6 of them I can count, or at least 5, or I don't know, 5 or whatever, were shots that we needed him to make to break the record and also to help us win this game, and he started clinking them. So a little choking started going on. Pause, no homo, for Danny Green. But I mean, if he didn't give us that 29 points though on them nine threes, we'd have lost this game. So he did what he had to do. Like, I don't care how many shots it took him. He gave us 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And the 10 rebounds, 3 of them were like really huge offensive rebounds. I can recall like 2 in the fourth quarter going into that OT where those are really big offensive rebounds. So yeah, Danny was a big part in why we won this game tonight. 2 blocks, 2 steals. Danny Green, sometimes Danny Green is, I can't explain him. It's like sometimes he does too much with the ball, but then sometimes it's like no one is expecting him to do it. So when he does it, it's like, oh, catches off guard. But yeah, whatever. Danny Green, he did what he had to do to help us win. He played 50 minutes last night. I have no clue how 50 minutes. Sheesh, bro. I don't know how he did it. But yeah, Danny Green, 29 points, 9 threes. He was just shooting out there. He was just chucking up shots. Gotta love it. Early in the game, Mike Scott was on fire. Him and Danny Green was lining it up early. I don't know what happened to Mike Scott after, I guess, like the first quarter. I'm gonna be honest, second quarter, I don't know, but he disappeared. He got his shot blocked like a couple times tonight. And I was like, that it made me notice how slow his jump shot really is. Like his release speed is actually really long. It's really slow because he got his shot blocked like 3 times last night, and it was making me mad. Honestly, I'm like, bro, jeez, like why do you keep getting your 3 pointer blocked? But he made 4 threes on 12 attempts early in the game. He was on fire. It was like, I don't know what he was shooting for, but he was knocking them down. And then yeah, he just cooled off really really fast, or getting a shot blocked, and I don't know, but he gave us 16 points. Like, everybody that scored in this game that gave us plus 10, no matter how you got it, whatever, how it looked later on, whatever, we needed all those points. Honestly, we needed every last bit of those points. So Mike Scott gave us 16 tonight. His return, he did just come off a injury. Was it injury or was it COVID? I think it was injury. So he came back and gave us 16. Started off hot, cooled off. It's a Mike Scott game, I guess. We're not expecting Mike Scott to honestly even really put up 16 for us, but it's a Mike Scott game. Tyrese Maxey, I seen like a lot of people just saying like, oh, he didn't have a good game. It wasn't a good game. I mean, he had 16 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. He shot 7 for 18 from the field, 1 for 6. I'm like, I don't. Do y'all want me to be mad at Tyrese Maxey? I don't. What do you want me to be mad about? Did he even have a turnover? He had 1 turnover and 8 assists. Is it because he shot 1 for 6 from the three? I don't know. Maybe in the foul trouble, I guess. But he's a rookie. Like 16 points. I'm fine. Like, I don't know what y'all want me to say about Tyrese Maxey. When he's in there, I love the way the team looks. I honestly love the ball in his hands when he's in there on the floor. Honestly, more than I love the ball in Ben Simmons' hands right now. I don't know what y'all want me to say about Tyrese Maxey. If y'all want me to yell at him or say something bad about him, but he did what he had to do to me. He just got in foul trouble. A lot of BS calls on both ends tonight. These refs are really bad right now. And honestly, I'm not going to go deep into it, but they're so bad that it really, the NBA is starting to look like, everything that's going on with the Sixers games not being postponed and the Celtics and this going on, that it looks rigged. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying they rigged it for the Sixers or they were trying to rig it for the Heat. It just looks rigged the way these fouls are called. It's like the shot goes up. They wait to see if it misses or makes, and if it goes in, then they're not gonna call it. But if the person missed the shot, all right, we're gonna call a foul now. Like, and it's just certain. It's a lot of calls that I don't know. I don't agree with. It's starting to look really weird and sketchy. But the NBA need to start looking into these refs because they're really bad. Like, really bad. I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey, like I said, I don't know what you want me to say about him. He had a solid game. He's a rookie. Like, honestly, he's like top 5 rookies right now as far as just like stats and like a lot of stuff. I don't know what you want me to say about Tyrese, but yeah. Rookie Isaiah Joe, he's starting to look more confident, and the way his shot is looking and how it's going down. He had 13 points, shot 4 for 10 from the field, 4 for 10 from the three, shot all threes, made four of them, 40%. But he's looking like he's getting way more confident. And in the early games where he was coming in, obviously those were his first games and his first NBA minutes and stuff. So there's obviously nerves there and possibly rust too. But when he was first playing, when he was shooting, and he wasn't shooting good when he first started getting into the games, and it was looking like his shot was looking really off. I noticed. I'm like, that's not his. It looked different. His shot didn't look like how I saw him play back in college when I watched him. But now he's looking way more confident. He's catching the ball in rhythm and just shooting it. He's shooting it from a little far out. Wherever he's at, he's just catching and shooting in rhythm. And this is what this dude is. He's a shooter. When we got him in the second round when he fell to us, I was so happy because this dude is really a shooter. And he's really like his body frame is the perfect body frame for a 3 and D. But this is the thing. I like his ability to stay in front of perimeter guards and just stay in front of them. I think he needs to put on more strength, and obviously he's going to get smarter over time with playing defense. But he's really going to be that type of player. We can just keep developing him. Just the exact model of a 3 and D. Like honestly, what Danny Green is, that's exactly what I can see out of Isaiah Joe and possibly better ball handler. Like I'm not going to say we're gonna run offense through him, but he's really good at staying in front of his defender. I think he needs to put on some weight and obviously get a little smarter. He's a rookie, like his first couple games. But Isaiah Joe, he's coming along. He's getting more comfortable shooting the ball, shooting in the NBA. Where the 3-point line is at. He's getting comfortable. So that's just great to see because our two rookies right now, Tyrese and Isaiah, like this is going to be a really good draft when we look back at it. I guarantee it. Like really good draft. Now let's get into the man himself, Joel Embiid. Now Joel started off really poor, looked lacking of energy, lack of focus, lack of just wanting to play. Like he looked really off. Along with Ben Simmons, they both looked really bad. And in the beginning, it was just like, bro, we're about to lose this game with both of our stars because both of our stars are playing like dog. Now Ben Simmons continued that out through the whole game, but not Joel. This dude, I've never seen. I'm be honest, I've never seen him flip a switch like this before. He started making every shot. Like he was coming up with the ball. He was getting in the post. Like every time he touched the ball, he made every shot. Like honestly, I don't remember him missing when he started flipping, when he flipped that switch. It was just mid-range after mid-range, uh, drive from the top of the key and one like circus layup. We all know we've seen Joel get dominant like this, but what I saw last night, I've never seen it before. This dude made everything, and he demanded the ball. He had the ball, bringing it all the way up the court and getting into a spot. Literally, Danny Green set a screen for him at the top of the key. This dude is bad, man. He's Joel's the real deal. It's crazy. He's really playing like an MVP right now. Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Like we cannot waste this year for Joel because he's balling out. We need to be as best as we need to be honestly top 2 seeds, top 3 for Joel because if we do that and he continues to play like this, which I believe he will, he's definitely going to be high up there for Defensive Player of the Year or MVP. But he starts cooking up in the fourth quarter. I think in the third too, he dropped like I can't remember. Was it 20 points in the third quarter alone? I think it was like that. Fourth quarter, he forces the game to go to overtime. We were down, and he catches the ball deep in like the top of the key, like it was almost near the logo, and got to the mid range and pulled up a mid range shot to send it to OT. That was just crazy. I got up on my chair, started going crazy. Like not a lot of centers can do that. We all know Jokic and whatever, but what this dude just did last night, not a lot of the centers. There barely is any centers that can do it if it's not even Jokic. Like Jokic doesn't have the skill set that this dude has. Like Jokic can pass. He can dribble with the ball. It's just the way Joel looks while doing it. Jokic looks awkward. Joel looks like an actual guard, but he's 7 foot. This dude is crazy. But yeah, he ended with 45 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals, and I believe a block or two. He had a really clutch, crucial block in the overtime. Like he did everything. He did everything in that second half of the game when we needed to win because no one else was doing anything. He did everything. Like for the people that did not watch this game, I really recommend you going back and watch this game because you'll see how hot he got. Like honestly, his hands should have been on fire at the end of the game because it was just swish, 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 bucket, bucket, bucket. Joel Embiid is crazy, man. He's crazy. He really won this game by himself. I mean, like I said, Danny Green, everybody else that scored helped, obviously, but towards that end, that was all Joel Embiid. I'm pretty sure in overtime, he had all of our 11 points at first in overtime. Like, our first 11 points were all from him. This dude went crazy. And we're not going to forget about the GOAT, Michael Jordan. I mean, Dakota Mathias, that shot he hit to put us up, that three-pointer shot, his only shot he hit all night was the biggest shot, one of the biggest shots in the game, if not the Joel Embiid to send it to overtime. It was a crazy game. It was a crazy game. Isaiah Joe even hit a shot like before that got us to that point for the. It was just, bruh, tired. Like after that game, I just had to go to sleep. First, actually, I had to take a shower. Like I said, I was sweating literally watching that game, and I just went to bed after that. But this is just a crazy game, a much needed win because the NBA just like literally just handed us 2 L's because they didn't want to postpone their games so the Celtics can get in first place in the Eastern Conference because shit is rigged. Sorry, but big one. Miami Heat fans are salty. Oh well, take the L. We'll see y'all later in the year, like I said. But this is a great one, and that's all. That's all I really got for y'all in this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, drop a like. If you dislike the video, drop a dislike. But we needed this win, Joel. This is a crazy game. Whatever. Blah blah blah. I'm done talking, but enjoy y'all day. Peace. Thanks for watching.